Let me get this situated. Okay. Think we're about ready. All right, everybody. I know what you're thinking. Dude, you're late, bro. I know. Funny thing is, I was debating all day if I really wanted to do this stream. So, first off, I thought, I'm gonna do it. Of course, I didn't have a thumbnail made because I didn't expect the site I used to revolt against me. Took forever to make this damn thumbnail. That's why it looks a little different. I had to use a different site. So I got that situated. And then, of course, OBS wanted to update. So I'm here. We all good in the hood now. Yeah, we're all Gucci now. So anyways, let's go through the starting lineups, of course, for the Tigers. As we've already seen, Gleyber Torres already struck out at second base, leading off. Kerry Carpenter, he walked. He's in right field, batting second. Batting third in left field, Riley Green, he flew out. And then Spencer Torkelson also flew out. So that's your top four. Torkelson at first. Colt Keith DHing, batting fifth. Batting sixth is Dylan Dingler in the squat. Batting seventh at third base, Zach McKinstry. Batting eighth is the shortstop, Javi Baez. And batting ninth, Parker Meadows is in center field. On the mound tonight, of course, is Tarik Skubal. 31 starts, 13-6 record on the year. Uses a little bit more changeup and four seam, some sinker, slider, and very little bit of curveball. For the Mariners, Randy Arozarena leads off in left field. Cal Raleigh in the squat, batting second. Batting third is Julio Rodriguez in center field. Batting cleanup, second baseman Jorge Polanco. Batting fifth, third baseman Eugenio Suarez. Batting sixth at first base, my guy Josh Naylor. Batting seventh, DHing is Mitch Garver. Batting seventh in right field, Victor Robles. I'm sorry, that's batting eighth is Victor Robles. Batting ninth at shortstop, J.P. Crawford. And there's a leadoff base hit for Randy Arozarena. Of course, Luis Castillo is on the mound for the Mariners. Okay, let's get it. Leadoff base hit. Chance 59% chance to record 7+ Ks. 241 Ks this season, second in the majors. 11.1 K through 9, third in the majors. So here's one of the MVP candidates, Cal Raleigh. All right. Oh, my scoreboard looks a little off center. I gotta fix it, I think. Of course. Pitch. Low ball one. So while that's going, I'm gonna fix this scoreboard real quick. It obviously will not take long. It never does. Skubal, of course, he shoved in both meetings. In the one meeting against the Guardians in Game 1, Gavin Williams went toe to toe with him. All right. So yeah, Tarik Skubal facing Cal Raleigh. Matchup this is. Browns should have won this morning. They literally should have. 1-2 count to Raleigh. Pitch. Up high. Almost bit. That would have been more of a defensive swing than anything. Raleigh hit home runs by season 27, 30, 34, and then 60. So it's gone up every year. Pitch. Outside low. That's another ball. All right, yeah, my scoreboard looks a little off. I don't know why. Oh, that's why. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Whoa, shaky, shaky. Hey, yo. Okay, so let me fix this up a little bit. Rah. All right. Trying to make sure my scoreboard's even. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think we're pretty much you know who I am, guys. I'm very precise about how I do my stuff. All right. Here's the 0-2 and fouled back. One down. Okay, I think we're pretty much. Okay. Yeah, I think we're pretty much locked in. The foul. Julio Rodriguez. Okay, I think we're all. Yeah, okay, we're good. All right. Low out. Oh, it's outside. All right. You're excited to see Lonzo in person. You're not going to see him much in the preseason. Here's the 1-2 to Julio. Toss it back. Of course, the Mariners were like the one team that really pounded Skubal in the regular season, especially in Detroit. Here's the 1-2 again. Miss. And he's safe at second. So they get the strikeout. Then Randy steals second. Glaber almost had him. Trying to hit and run. If that ball didn't bounce, they probably would have got him. Yeah, Dingo just couldn't quite get the throw there on a seed. He had to bounce it. Julio had to duck underneath. Otherwise, they would have called interference on that. So here is Jorge Polanco. Fly ball. Popped up to third. And there's out number 3. So the Tigers avoid any damage done by the leadoff base runner. We go to the top of the second. Still scoreless. Ah, man. Josh Allen is wearing another custom New Era cap hat designed by Patience. It's cool. Buffalo's Oishe Children's Hospital. Oh, that's lit. He's for the kids, man. He's for the kids. Yeah, I expect this game to be just like the one against us, a chess match. But the key is, can the Tigers get after? Can they get to Castillo? Yeah, anyone who just tuned in, you're like, why are you late? Well, it's because one, the site I was using for my thumbnail decided to just revolt against me. And two, I go to OBS and I had to do a little update. So we're good now. We good in the hood. All right, so we take a look at any other future matchups that I'll be doing. I think tomorrow I might go live for the Phillies Dodgers. I think I'll do that game tomorrow. Let me see what the matchups are, and then I'll decide because I'm gonna go live for only the most awesome pitching matchups. And of course, we might possibly see a potential clincher. If Detroit handles business tonight, which they very well could, they could go to Detroit, go back home with Jack Flaherty on the mound against Gilbert with a chance to seal the deal and punch their ticket to the ALCS. As far as if Detroit made it to the ALCS, who could they face? Man, no matter who they face, they're going to have a hell of a problem. Because my God, dude, freaking Toronto. Ugh. How does it feel to have an actual franchise quarterback? Oh my God, it's freaking Duck's house. Talking about Dylan Gabriel. Well, I will say he's a far bigger improvement than freaking old man Joe Flacco. There's Dan Wilson, the manager, and first pitch fouled off by Keith. Back in the lineup. I believe he hurt himself, and he was not on the roster for the wild card round. Swing and a miss. 1-2. At least Gabriel had a little bit of mobility to him. 256 average, 13 homers in the regular season. In game one, he went 1 for 2. The 1-2 pitch. Low. Did not bite on that pitch. I know Guardians players would have been biting on every pitch like that. 100%. 2-2 pitch. Ball two. Oh, I'm sorry, ball three. Full count for Keith. The man with two first names. Snell versus Luzardo tomorrow? Ooh. Okay. Pitch. High, ball four. Castillo walks him. Penn State. Nobody should ever go through what they went through in those 2 weeks. Losing a heartbreaker to Oregon, and then going out to UCLA and losing to Nico. You see it. You truly hate to see that. That's tough. You hate to see it. You just absolutely hate to see that. Pitch is high fly ball. This will barely get it past the diamond. And there's out number one, Dingler. Soft fly out. She raging on Twitter. Classic. Zach Taylor's a clown. Duke Tobin's a clown. Mike Brown is a disgrace. Sheesh. Hate to see that. Oh, you truly do. Here's McKinstry, the number 7 hitter. 0-1 count already. Castillo at 34 pitches. Pitch. Up high. Come on, Castillo. Man, throwing a lot of balls out here. You're like the Guardians. Outside. Which is fouled off. Wait, what is this? Ohio hate to see us coming. The Lions tweeted that out? What about the Cavs though? Strike? But what about the Cavs though? They ain't post the Pistons. Cavs went like 3-1 against them last year. Toronto takes off and he'll take the base. Doesn't matter to walk. And there's 2 on with 1 out. Pitch. What about bunting? They said he tipped it. Classic Baez. Swing and a foul off. Pitch. Outside again. This is Baez, 2-2 count. Pitch. Grounder right barely back to the plate. It's essentially a swing and bunt. Tigers fans, I'm sure, would take it. What's up, Eric? More likely that it's going to be Oregon and Ohio State this year for the Big Ten championship. Probably, unless like Indiana or something comes through, but I doubt that'll happen. But hey, we will know a lot about Indiana this week against Oregon. We will know how elite and how, I guess, how back they are. Are they truly here? Is Signetti for real? Or are they just fraudulent? College game day will be at Eugene too for that game. Ohio State plays Illinois. So I'm excited for that one. So back to this is 9 hit on Meadows. Pitch is a strike. 0-2 count for Meadows. Swing. Oh, no. I thought he was going to swing at that pitch. Knowing how he is. 1-2. Did he go? No, we did not. 2-2. Back in the count. Here's the 2-2. Fouls it off. Top of the order on deck. Gleyber Torres. Which is swung on and fouled off. All right, here's the 2-2. Pitch. Swing. Miss. Struck him out. And just like we saw against the Guardians, the Tigers still cannot capitalize with runners in scoring position. Round 2 coming up. I'll be right back, guys. Don't go nowhere. I will know if you left, and I will ask you next time I see you why you leave. Okay? Be right back. Here's Eugenio Suarez, already down in the count. Well, now it's a 1-1 count. Here's a pitch. Fly ball. Center field, not far. Meadows makes the catch. You're just like me. Gosh. All right, so here's Josh Naylor, former Guardian and Diamondback, of course. Pitch. Grounder to first base. That's the Josh Naylor special. Ground out to first base. 2 down. All right. Here's Mitch Garver, the DH. Pitch. Strike. Pitch. Strike. Pitch. That was off. Pitch. And a miss. Struck him out. There's the side. Top of the third coming up. We're going to the top of the Tiger lineup. Top of the order. Torres, Carpenter, starting us off. Wilson will be coming up soon as well again. All right. The heck is this? YouTuber Kurt J. Mack has completed his 14-year Minecraft journey to reach the game's legendary far lands. Kurt traveled more than 12 million blocks to reach the terrain glitch and raised over 500K for charity. 14 years? Damn. Uh-oh, my dog's getting yelled at again. Pitch. And Torres fouls it off. Eagles. Am I right? 0-2 count. 2. Swing and a miss. Stroke him out. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, Mr. Torres. Easy work for Castillo that time. Man, I remember when Castillo was first coming up through the system with the Reds and didn't really beat him, remember? But then the last couple of years, when he was with the Reds, we tormented him. It's like this team just decides, you know what? I'm gonna kick their freaking butt today. I'm gonna kick this pitcher's butt. They did the same thing with Verlander in his later days with the Tigers. It's weird. Here's Carpenter. Fouls it off. Mm-hmm. Calling the number on the front sign and making dolphin noises. Oh yeah, beach house going in the water. Second base, nice snag. And that's out number 2. Wow. Polanco just said no. Let's play though. Yeah, see, he played it off the bounce. He went, yay. That I've seen so many times where that ball does that bounce and the second baseman doesn't know what to do, and it just bounces off the wrist and goes behind him. Ends up being a base hit or something like that. Here's Riley Green. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Yeah, Detroit, if you're trying to make a run at things, you got to get better with runners in scoring position because you got away with it against the Guardians. Feeble offense. But here's Riley Green. Popped it up. That's more deeper than I thought. And there's Julio with the catch. And a 1, 2, 3, top of the third. Bottom of the third coming up. Only one hit between the teams. That's nuts, man. One hit between the teams so far. Oh yeah. Do 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 do. Woo. Do 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 do. Man, I can live a tornado. I can try, I must see it. When I live for the moment. Levin Mitchell. 71-point game back. Man, that day was just so crazy when he did that. Because I remember I was supposed to stream Bungles and Bills, but that's when Damar Hamlin had a health scare. That's crazy that happened on the same day. Those two things happen on the same day. Damn, that's nuts. Back, guys. We ready? We are. Uh, Skubal back in for the third, obviously. 5 pitches thrown by Tarik. Fouls it off against Robles. Pitch. Way up high. Inside. I've been on the hands. You don't want to hit him. That's for damn sure. Especially because he's a number 8 hitter. You don't really want the top of the order possibly coming up with runners on base. Ball. And here's the 3-1 of Robles. Fouls it off. Full count. The payoff pitch. Buff for. All right. Mariners got one on. Skubal strikeouts in game 1 against the Guardians. Changeups 7, 4 on the 4-seam, 2 on the sinker. That's just because, the Guardians. They swing at garbage. It's the way they are. Because a lot of those guys hadn't really seen Skubal much. Because, if you look at our starting 9, the majority of them had just joined the team, like, within the last month or so. Pitch to Crawford. Fouls it off. So 0-2 count for Crawford. Skubal at 33 pitches now. See what Tarik does against the lineup second and third time through. 0-2 to Crawford. Pitch. Jammed it inside and tried to go oppo on it. Ended up fouling it off. Pitch. And fouled it off again. Stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Swung over top of it. If he had made contact, it would have went straight into the ground. Rosarena, the only guy who has a hit so far on this Mariners team, got a late off base hit. And then he stole second. Runner at first. 1-0 count. Pitch from Skubal. Outside. Did he go? Yes, he did. 2-1. Throw first. Gets back in time. It's Robles again, of course. Pitch. Strike. To Rosarena. Pops it up out of play. Fouled off again. So this is what you want to do. You want to have these try hard esque at bats. Work the heck out of this pitch count. And then hopefully it, ends with a base hit. 2-2 count for Rosarena. Pitch. Oh, throw to first. Robles gets back. Once again, 2-2 to Rosarena. And Randy flies out to left field. There's Green to make the catch. 2 down. When you think Sanders is playing? If he does play, it won't be until later. I don't know if he'll even play this year, to be honest. We'll see, though. Here's Cal Raleigh. Grounder right at Baez. It wasn't even a grounder. That was a line drive. Right at Baez. He barely had to move. In fact, he didn't even move at all. A little bit to his left. Or no, I guess that'd be to his right to make the catch. But that's it. 4th inning coming up. Still scoreless. I feel like every game against Skubal is like this, though. Every game is like this, I swear. Like I'm watching a replay of our games. Just nobody can really score on each other. It's a chess match. Oh my god. This dude cooked steak for his doggo. His doggo got a freaking handkerchief thing on. Like you'd see at a fancy restaurant. Yeah, that is cute as hell, not gonna lie. That dog's like, I acknowledge you. Can I eat, please? Uh, uh, oh, huh? Wait, what the heck? How did that crab survive that? The crab fell into a boiling pot of like grease or something. He pops out like, "Hey yo!" He's like, "Yeah." Ah, that's funny. Well, you're not dead. So you don't know. Freaking scene from Sonic. I have no idea. A dog was a bridesmaid? No shot. No way. Wi-Fi? Oh my god. That's funny. A fake Wi-Fi barcode thing? Oh my god. And then you take a picture of the freaking barcode and it sends you a picture of a gorilla flipping you off. Bro, I would fight somebody if that happened to me. Oh my god. I would fight somebody. Alright, so here's Castillo. 0-1 pitch inside on Torkelson. Castillo looks like he'll be the first one to bow out in this game. He's already at 62 pitches. Grounder foul. But if you're the Mariners, you're going to have to find a way to score on freaking Skubal. All right, here's the 1-2 coming to Torkelson. And Torkelson fly ball. It's pretty deep, but not deep enough. J Rod makes the catch with ease. One down. 25-26 in the first 2 innings. 9 last inning, and so far only 4 pitches to get that first out. He's got 64 pitches. He could easily go over 100. So the kind of games where you can empty the tank, really. Fly ball. Playable, no. Into the seats. Foul. Suarez gave it a good long look, but you're not getting that. Unless you know some parkour and you can turn into Spider-Man. Climb over the netting and somehow catch the ball. Well, now what are we doing? All new balls? Okay. What the heck is this all about? Mask? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Keith? Keith? Brought back on the roster to start this series. Pitch. Fly ball. Right field. No problem at all. And Robles makes the catch. 2 down. Tuesday will be game 3. Jack Flaherty on the mound against Gilbert. I'm probably going to go live for that one because that could potentially be a clincher. Because again, it's a best of 5. So if the Mariners win this, that game will be huge. Strike one. That's on Tuesday, though. Off day tomorrow, and then Tuesday they play. Tomorrow, I might go live for Dodgers and Phillies. Fly ball again, right at Julio. Didn't even have to move. Making it easy for these outfielders, man. They didn't even have to move. The ball's literally like coming at him like a freaking puppy dog. You know when the dog sees you and they come right for you? It's an atom ball. Julio didn't even have to move. Bottom four coming up. This is another classic chess match. I like these matches. You know, people be like, "Oh my god, I want more scoring," but you got to realize this is the playoffs. You don't see too many, score fests in the playoffs. Once in a while, you'll see one for the most part. But mainly, these are all pitchers' duels. When both pitchers are on point, this is what you get. How about the Yankees, though, man? Ugh. They're down 2-0 against the Jays. And honestly, I'm not even scared for the Yankees because they've been in this situation many times before, most notably against the Guardians a few years ago. The Guardians beat them twice in Cleveland. They head back to the Bronx and they lose 3 in a row. They lost 2 in the Bronx and then 1 back in Cleveland. That was, I believe, 2018, 2017. A lot of Guardians fans believe that team was the team that could have made a run at the World Series. That was a badass team. I still believe to this day, if Hookie Carrasco, Danny Salazar, and Trevor Bauer weren't all hurt, and Michael Brantley wasn't hurt, the Guardians probably win the World Series that year. It's a lot of production that was injured. Yeah, Garrett, the Blue Jays, they'll talk about a wagon. They're a whole ass bus. God. The craziest part is they extended Vladdy. Their team is all locked in mostly. In fact, let me actually pull up that roster. Right? Let me pull up their roster. I did this for basketball. How about we do it for baseball? Let's have a little bit of fun. Let's do it for baseball now. So it's Rodriguez against Skubal. Fouls it off. J Rod. Julio struck out in the first. Pitch. Up high. Ball one. 2-1. 2-1 count. So you start off with the teams that were eliminated in the AL. Let's do the Tigers real quick. Julio to right field and foul. Just a little too much hook on that one. Well, there is no one on base. Freaking app. So we take a look. Oh yeah, platoon lineups. Eh. Eh. Oh. Skubal attended Seattle University, 9th round pick in 20. Triple Crown winner last year, Cy Young Award winner as well. I'm looking at their roster right now, right? For 2026, Alex Cobb, Gleyber Torres, Rafael Montero, Tommy Kahnle, Chris Paddock, and Kyle Finnegan are all free agents. Paul Sewald has a $10 million mutual option. Keith is locked in for a couple more years. Jose Urquidy, who they, I think, DFA'd, he's got another year, 2026. Pitch. Fly ball. Hopped up and out number one. Can Vogt coach the Browns? I don't think he'd know what the heck he was doing. It's the interesting thing, right? So, pitch. Scubal's a free agent after next year. Jake Rogers, same thing. Casey Mize, same thing. Matt Vierling got 2 more years left. Will Vest, Zach McKinstry have 2 years left. Jason Foley, Andy Ibanez, and Bo Brisky all have 3 years left before they're a free agent. And here's a line drive to left, back at the wall, and it's gone. Polanco strikes first, and it's 1-0 Mariners. Former Twin. Am I surprised? No. Wow. Jorge Polanco, of all people. Raise that trident. Ha! Ha! Jorge, hip, hip, Jorge! Hip, hip, Jorge! Yeah. Jorge, bang! Outside. What's a strike? Who? Ooh, baby. Pitch. Outside. Jorge Polanco, man. He's been around a bit. Swing and a miss. Damn, Suarez. I gotta tweet something here, guys. Hang on. Hey, rung him up. He was not looking for anything there. 2 down. He's in Dodgers in the World Series. Damn. Punched it against Josh Naylor. Swing and a miss. Fouls it off. Polanco was one of the key pieces in the Bomba squad back in 2019. I know all the Twins viewers remember that team. How good that team was. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Yeah, it's too easy. I mean, come on, it's freaking Naylor. He's so easy to bait it with that pitch. Fifth inning coming up. 1-0 Mariners. Jorge Polanco. Oh, excuse me. Does Kevin know what he's doing anymore? It makes you wonder, right? I feel like he thinks he's still got the team from the early 2020 season, right? To be fair, Quinshon Judkins is kind of like a hybrid of Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. You take their best qualities and you just put them into one guy, and you get a Quinshon Judkins. Dylan Gabriel, it feels weird having a lefty quarterback. Feels so weird. It's got to be weird too, because if you're Jack Conklin, you're not used to being the blind side protector. Usually the quarterback's looking at you with his back to the left side. Now his back is to Jack, so Jack has to really be on his A game because he can't see what's going on behind him. Obviously, he doesn't have eyes on the back of his head. I mean, Don wasn't bad. He didn't seem to be rattled, and the best part is he actually showed some escapability. The pocket got small, and he did run for a little bit. Joe Flacco, I know damn well, does not score on that one touchdown. I think the last one we had to Njoku. He doesn't do anything like that. He probably doesn't even complete that pass. I don't even think the Browns make it that far. Jorge Polanco gets the Mariners on the board. See if the Tigers have a response. They can make a run. So here's the pitch from Castillo, hit to left field, right at a Rosarena. I see the Tigers are doing the Guardians impression, hitting the ball on the screws right at the defenders. I mean, you look at the Blue Jays. If he wasn't the size of a Pikmin, oh my god, a dwarf. Oh my god, gonna hate on Dylan though. That dude cooked our ass with Oregon at Ohio State in the first game. He cooked our ass. Pitch, swing and a miss. Sometimes I felt like he thought he was still at Oregon, and he thought he could just put the ball down the field, and Evan Stewart would be right there. Swing and a miss. Top 5 already. Wow. We're almost halfway through this damn game. That's crazy. Here's the 1-2. Fishy size of a Pikmin. Oh my god. I would say a small child, but yeah, I see what you're saying. Outside. I mean, I think he's a little taller than Tyler, though. That's why I wish we would have had a big bodied receiver to help out, because all we really got is a bunch of fast dudes. Pitch. Outside again. Full count for Baez. Oh, here's the payoff pitch. And he walked him. So there's your tying run on first base. Would I want Dan Lanning? No, he's not going to leave Oregon. I don't see him coming to the pros. I don't see that happening. Outside ball. Gabe Spire is warming up in the bullpen for the Mariners. So this could be one of the last innings for Castillo, especially because Carpenter could easily hit. Strike. There's one out. There he is, warming up. Grounder, double play. Oh, look at this flip. And they don't get him. That flip, though. Yeah, I see what you're trying to do, Jorge. I see what you're trying to do. Gotta give you credit. I mean, that little flip took a little long. I think he would have been able to get it if he was able to feel it and then flip instantly, but he took a while to flip it. And he beat it out. So, and it continues. Still got a run around first. Gleyber Torres comes up as the go-ahead run here in the top of the fifth. Swing and a miss. Carpenter on deck. Here's the pitch. Outside. Javier Baez up to the minute career postseason totals. 146 playoff plate appearances, 6 walks. Talk about not taking walks. Here's the 1-1 to Torres. Pitch. Runner takes off. Fouled it off, though. Oh, God. Would you want Zach? No, I don't want that loser. I don't want that loser, head bozo. 2, runner takes off. Grounder, base hit. And that'll put Meadows at third. Tying run now in scoring position. And here comes Kerry Carpenter. And here comes the manager. So Spire going to come in to face Carpenter. Runners on the corners and 2 down. The problem is they don't invest in the O line. Barely invest in anything besides like their guys that they already have. The O line is so bad for them. playing very well. Yeah, I saw that today. He looked good. All right, so here's Gabe Spire. 76 games, went 4-3, 2.61 ERA, 62 winnings. And there's Castillo getting a nice ovation walking off the field. Overall, not a bad game. His pitch count was just a little high, and they can't take risk of him getting cooked by Carey. Here's the first pitch to Carpenter. Fouls it off. A 1 count against Spire. Pitch. Strike 2. All right, fans on their feet. See if Spire can put him away here. The pitch from Spire. Up high. Okay. Yeah, he's not chasing that. All right, here we go again. 1-2 count from Spire. Now we're going to take time out. Riley Green on deck. And a miss. Struck him. They squander another pretty good chance to score and tie this game up. Got him 5. Coming up. Yeet. 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 4 letters, 1 word. Ah, yeet. Yeet. Ah. So here's Garver. Garver, fly ball, shallow, and caught by Kerry Carpenter. What a sliding, diving catch by Kerry on the seat of his pants. Doing the slip and slide kind of slide, you know what I'm saying? Here's Robles, the 8-hitter. He drew a walk last time up. I wonder how many of those people that are at this game came from the Seahawks game. Because I saw someone in the Seahawks jersey. They must have came directly from the Seahawks game. Because the two stadiums are right next door. One. And here's Robles to left. And there's the catch by Meadows. He broke the knob of his bat. He sliced his bat in half. Yeah, see, like the whole bottom half is in his hands. The top half went flying. Here's J.P. Crawford. Strike one. Skubal now at 67 pitches here in the bottom of the fifth. Pitch. Draws a drag bunt. And then he yeets the ball in the air like 10 feet. Crawford easily gets on. Now that's how you do it. He went like a boom, like a swinging bunt. He pushed it along the way that he was going. Look what Torres doing there. Yeeted the ball like 10 feet in the air. Maybe even more than that. Or he was just doing it in desperation, trying to get the ball over, but he was nowhere close. Here's Randy. So 2 outs, runner on first. Back to the top of the order. Randy with a single and then a stolen base in the first inning. 0-1. High and inside. Yeah, I'll be live for game 3 of this series. Pitch. Grounder foul. And of course, I gotta go live for that Yankee game too. Because that's a possible clincher. Yankees down 2-0 in the series, going to the Bronx. That place is going to be juiced up. It always is in those situations. 1-2 pitch. Man, if the Jays sweep the Yankees, wow, that's tough. Staying in a miss, struck him out. And now to retire the side. I think this Jays team that they have right now might be better than the one that they had when they played the Guardians in the CS. This team's way better than the one than that team. All right. Hip hip Jorge. Hip hip Jorge Polanco. Now, as far as what the Mariners got coming up, how many free agents the Mariners have? Doesn't seem like they would have too many, right? All right. Payroll. Payroll. So they got Luis Castillo for 2 more years after this year, 26 and 27. And then, oh, they got 3 years because they got a vesting option. Now, he's locked in long term. Julio's got a while. He's got 2 player options in the 2030s, 2030 and 2031. Suarez is a free agent after this year. Mitch Garver's got 1 more year left, but it's a mutual option. They could decline that. Crawford has another year left. Polanco has a player option, which he could pick up. We'll see. Victor Robles has another year left, and then he's got a club option for $9 million. Caleb Ferguson's a free agent, and Andres Munoz has 3 club options. 3 club options. Holy crap. Josh Naylor is a free agent this offseason. Randy Arozarena and Trent Thornton have 1 more year of arbitration apiece. And then Logan Gilbert has 2 more years of arbitration. Same thing with Tyler Saucedo, Spire as well. George Kirby has 3 more years of arbitration. As Riley Green leads off for the Tigers here in the top of the 6th. From Spire. Swing and a miss. Now, if you're wondering what the Guardians, what our situation is, let's see, actually. I don't think we have too many free agents. 0-2 count for Green. Pitch from Spire. Holds off. So the Guardians only have a few, like, obviously J-Ram's not going anywhere. Bybee's extended. Jacob Junis is a free agent. Clase is technically still on the roster. Hedges, a free agent, fouls it off. And John Means has a club option for $6 million. I think they pick it up. Lane Thomas is a free agent. Colby Allard has 1 more year of arbitration, I believe. Stephen Kwan has 2 years of arbitration. Henches has 2 more years. Ben Lively has 3 more years after this year. This struck him out. 1 down. Yeah, you look at all the guys we have left that are not even in arbitration yet. There's quite a few. Like Nolan Jones is in arbitration for another 3 years. He's just starting arbitration. Boone Naylor, 1 more year of pre-arbitration. Cade Smith, same thing. Luis Ortiz, still pre-arb. Pitch to Torkelson. Grounded foul. David Fry, he's just entering arbitration, believe it or not. Gavin, pre-arb. Hunter Gaddis, pre-arb. So many players are in pre-arbitration, obviously. Yeah. Estimated payroll for this for 2025, $102 million. Now, what about the Yankees? Fouls it back. The Yankees, let's see what they got on payroll. Grounder to short. Gathers and throws. Oh, he had to stretch for that one, but he got it. 2 down. Let's see. Yankees payroll. See what they got coming up. We got a ton of players that are locked in. Judge, Cole, Freed, Rodon, all locked in long term. Bellinger's got a player option for $25 million. As this is, I believe, the pitching coach. Token. Yep, to Spire. Bellinger's got 1 more year of a player option. Giancarlo has, wow, he's already entering the final 3 years or 2 years with a club option. Ryan McMahon, 2 years and then a free agent. Goldschmidt's a free agent. Loaisiga and Tim Hill have player club options. Luke Weaver, Ahmed, Ryan Yarbrough, Austin Slater, and Paul Blackburn, obviously, are all free agents. Devin Williams and Trent Grisham will be free agents coming up next year. Bednar, Dez, and Leiter have 1 more Arbor year left. Camilo Doval and Clark Schmidt have 2 years, and Scott Effross has 3. Forgot Effross was even on the Yankees. Unless they DFA'd him. Ian Hamilton? Jake Cousins. Yeah, those guys are all minor leaguers, I think. All right. Popped it up. And it'll be the second baseman making the catch. And that's a quick 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 6 coming up. Still 1-0 Mariners. I wonder what Twitter's saying right now. Overall, this game has been pretty good. I can just imagine how Tigers fans are right now. Losing 1-0 because of Jorge Polanco of all people. Early. Antonio Gibson's already out. Wow. Skubal 15 changeups, 27 four seamers, 16 sinkers, and 15 sliders. The home run came off a swing and a miss. Here's Raleigh leading off. A strikeout and a lineout so far. Swing and a check, and he did not go. Surprisingly. And a miss. 1-2 to Raleigh. Coming up. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Damn, Skubal sunning the MVP candidate. That's tough. Liner right at Torkelson. 2 down. And here's Polanco, who homered last time in the 4th. Pitch. Pitch. Fouls it off. But there's the home run from earlier to left field. Here's the pitch. Strike. One, two to Polanco coming up here. Quick 2 outs. Pitch. Did not go. Is hit to left field, and I think he just did it again. Yes, he did. Oh my God. Jorge Polanco 2, Tigers 0. Same spot. Oh, the ghost of the Bomber Squad strikes again. Hip, Jorge, hip, Jorge, hip, Jorge. 2 homers off a Skubal? Wow. I mean, he smoked it. Still, that's what it does, though. And he disposes of Suarez, but not before Polanco goes yard again. And it's 2-0 Mariners. Top 7 coming up. Yeah, Tigers fans are gonna be like, man, this guy's like J-Ram. Yeah. I mean, you can tell he's from the AL Central. He did that to the Guardians, too, in the regular season. Wow. Not being able to win when your best pitcher's on the mound, that's a debilitator. Polanco randomly turning into Barry Bonds when he sees Tarik Skubal. Like, okay. Former Democratic State Senator Goodstein was rushed to the hospital after his home went up in flames. Oh, Goodstein? That's tough. Hmm. Ernie Clement said that when he hit his home run today, he had to walk into the clubhouse for a minute to collect himself. I don't remember anything. So Bizarro is now pitching for the Mariners. Totally blacked out. Probably looked like an idiot. Is blooped into to first, and there's the first out. Slow roller right to Naylor. They're showing Polanco's homer again. I mean, he smoked that pitch. Wow. Then, then, okay. So it's 2-2 count for Bizzardo against McKinstry. Pitch from Bizzardo. Grounder, foul. Swing and a miss. First strikeout of the inning. 2 down. Swing and a miss for Baez. Now here comes the free swinging. You know, they're just going to be trying to get on base and trying to respond. Pitch from Bizzardo. Outside. Outside again. 2-1. Bloops it into center and it drops. There's your 2-out base runner. One. Strike. 1-1. Strike to Meadows. Rudy Camacho? Wow. Great to see Rudy Camacho back in action for the Crew. I believe it's with the second team, but still. Pitch. No. How is that not a strike? Wow. And popped it up. This won't even get really past the infield. And that's out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 2-0 Mariners. Lakers are running out of chances. What is this? October 7th? Oh, on Prime Video? So they made a movie, someone made a film about what's going on with Israel. Well, situation's messed up. Right. See it all over Twitter. But yeah, that whole situation was messed up. People just vibing out at a nice little, what was it, like concert kind of festival? This thing they know, you know, yeah, turned into a war zone. That's that whole situation's weird. Yeah, but it's still going too. But it's the way the world is now. Damn, someone said nobody cares about October 7th. Damn. That's interesting to say. Wow. Uh, DJ Khaled trying to play basketball. Oh my god. Tarik Skubal when it's not a Wednesday afternoon Roku game in front of 13,000 fans. Oh, that's funny. Roku doesn't even do games on Wednesdays. But I get what he's saying. Buffalo Bills cold front uniforms. Yeah, not gonna lie, those are nice. Definitely different, but I like them. Polanco was the first MLB player in more than 4 years with a two-homer game versus Tarik Skubal, regular season or postseason. I want to know who the heck the last player to do that was. Might be like Jose Ramirez or something. Goldschmidt on August 25th. All right then. Not even a divisional team. Wow. Is it the Space Needle? Yep. When I was younger, I always thought the Space Needle was like way taller. So Josh Naylor leads off here in the bottom seven against Skubal. The only blemishes on Skubal's record tonight is Jorge Polanco with two dingers. Pitch. Grounder to first. That's the Josh Naylor special. One down. Thoughts on the Cardinals losing? I heard they gave up, what, 22 unanswered to the Titans? Can't do that. That's tough. There's Polanco in the dugout. Bottom seven, one down. Marver. I think Polanco's going to get one more at bat. Oh, wait, no. I doubt it. Unless we have a big inning here. I don't think we'll see him again. I could be wrong. Grounder up for Garver. Another former Twin going after Skubal. Mitch Garver, yeah. Once upon a time, he was a Minnesota Twin. They got Tommy Canely warming up for the Tigers. Trying to keep this a 2-0 game. Do I think we're the worst team in the NFL? No. No, that's the Jets. The Jets are definitely worse. Honestly, I think the Giants are worse too. We're more stable organization wise. And he's a bunt, but foul. Yeah, we're more stable organization wise for the most part. At least for now. I'm not really getting the sense that Kevin's job is on the line though. Whole Deshaun Watson thing kind of ruined everything. Because they tried to push all their chips in, they tried to speed up the process and upgrade at quarterback, and it turned out to blow up in their face. They had a franchise level quarterback staring at them right in the freaking face in Baker. But I think my theory is always if Baker if Baker doesn't hurt his shoulder, I bet you they don't trade for Deshaun. Or was Baker that day when he hurt his shoulder? I would have said, I'm getting the damn surgery. I'm not gonna I'm gonna put my team ahead of me. I don't want to risk anything. And then come back in 2022 and go out there and cook. But no, he wanted to play with a bad shoulder. And look what happened. Pitch to Robles is a blooper. It's out number 2. Oh, man. Okay. Pete Crawford, the 9-hitter. Pitch. Strike. Saints veteran players drawing trade interest. Oh. Chris Olave, you are a Brown. 0-1. Middle. Nice snag. Throws over and they got him. All right, here we go. Got 6 more outs for the Tigers. They got to score 2 runs with 6 outs. Chris Olave, you are a Cleveland Brown. Uh, not gonna lie though, Chris Olave, Jerry Judy, Isaiah Bond, and Quinshon Judkins with the rest of our team, that'd be nice. That would go hard. Uh, brain damage. Oh my god. So I'll chase you. Nah, and that's not gonna happen. No. Mr. Olave, you are a Cleveland Brown. Thank you. Thank you. Come again. I'm just trolling around, guys. I don't think we're gonna trade for anybody. I don't even know if we're gonna even make any trades. Right? We're 1-4. As far as who could we realistically trade? People are gonna say Denzel Ward. No. Like, what about David Njoku? No. We're not gonna trade into franchise level cornerstone players. Because they're not trying to go into a rebuild. This team is honestly a good quarterback away from being a damn good team. Now, I would freaking get Jerome Ford on the next thing smoking tomorrow. No, they're not going to do that. You trade that loser bum and you give his snaps to Quinshawn and let him eat. Oh, we going crazy now. I don't even think it's fun because I looked on Bleacher Report in the past. They had us as a possible option for Jalen Phillips and like Evan Neal. It's funny people be like, "Oh, you're 1-4, you stink." But with good, competent quarterback play, we could easily win 5 or 6 games. I'll be more building for the future too. Fouls it off. This have been trash, and they made a trade last year for Montez Sweat. You can be trash and make a trade, but you do it for the future. Looks like Skubal looking around in the dugout for something. So yeah, 2-2 count for Torres against Brash. You know Munoz is gonna come in, and that's a ball. It's so crazy though because the Cavs had such a good offseason. Pitch, fly ball, right field, and it's foul, out of play. The Cavs had a great offseason, knowing their circumstances. I know people look and go, they didn't do crap. I mean, they traded for Lonzo Ball. They got rid of Isaac Okoro, which kind of hurt my heart a little bit because it's like, damn, man, we love Isaac, but he's very limited. At least with Lonzo, he's a good offensive player, but he's amazing on defense. And he just walked Torres to lead off the inning. Top of the eighth. And here comes Kerry Carpenter. The Avs had a great offseason. They didn't really need much. Of course, you lose Ty Jerome, which is a bummer. But they did good. Especially considering they're still a second apron team. The Guardians, we'll see what they do. I'm not expecting anything. If anything, I could see them making a trade or two and maybe making some small moves for the margins. I'm thinking like a platoon bat, hopefully right-handed with some power. Guardians fans are gonna be delusional like me because I'm probably gonna try to feed into the we could trade for this guy or that guy, we could sign this guy, but we're not gonna do much of anything. Pitch, swing and a miss. Game 3 for this for this series will be, I believe, at 4 or 6 on Tuesday. I'll be live for that. I'll be live tomorrow for Dodgers and Phillies. Here's the 1-2 to Carpenter. Ah, pitch. Outside. Here's the 1-2. Fouls it off. Rush 13 pitches. A base hit, he would be huge for the Tigers. Obviously, Carey had the big home run yesterday. I believe that pitch bloops it into left field, foul. It's a line drive. Two count for Brash against Carpenter. Pitch outside and high, ball 3. Payoff. Struck him out. That was right on the borderline. He got Picassoed, like ting, dotted. He gave up on it because he thought it was a ball, but it was right on the line. I don't think you could do any better with a laser guided ball somehow, like a laser pointer. That was right on the dot. Right on the dot. Here's Riley Green. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Strike. 1-2 count. If get Mariners and Blue Jays in the freaking ALCS, just imagine how awesome that would be. Pitches fouled off. Mariners and Blue Jays in the ALCS. I would have to say a quick prayer for Sir from the Six. Oh man, that dude has been through some stuff with his sports teams. Grounder off the first baseman's glove, and for what was a safe. The heck was that Naylor? What the heck was he doing, brother? Did he glitch? Or was it Polanco? The ball went off of one of the infielders and he kind of like, I don't know what to do. Watch, there's a liner, run off a Naylor, and he was kind of like stuck. Do I go to get the ball? Nope, got to go to first. Off a Naylor's glove, and the Tigers are in business. First and the second. 1 out. 2-0 Seattle. Courtesy of 2 Jorge Polanco Bombas. Tomorrow at 6 p.m., Dodgers Phillies. At 9, Cubs Brewers. Tuesday at 3, Mariners Tigers. And then at 8, Blue Jays Yankees. Why is the game so damn early? 3 o'clock? They want to give us like 2 hours of nothing to get ready for Jays and Yankees? Possibly a clincher? Probably going to do a doubleheader. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Yeah, I'll probably do a doubleheader on Tuesday. Especially if we get a couple hours of recuperation time. That'll give me a chance to eat some lunch or something, give me something in my belly, and then get ready for a possible clincher. Nope. Outside. Torkelson. What a year he's had. Compared to last year. Yeah, he's had a big year. Miss. Two. Are the Cavs done making moves? For now, yeah. I don't see them making any other moves unless they make a trade. Here's the 1-2 to Torkelson. Outside ball two. 2-2 count. First and second, one out. Pitch. Ground. He's hit. Green. I'm sorry, not, that's Torres. He come around and score. Took a while to get the ball. And both runners score. And this game is tied at 2. Holy crap. 2-run double for Torkelson. Yeah, it took freaking Robles to get over there. I think because the ball ricocheted and he had to go get it. Yeah, both runners scored. They can take the lead right here. Damn. Fouls it off. All right, 0-2. Struck him out looking. Perez just no match. Wow. He's Dingler, the 6-hitter. But yeah, I think the Cavs are pretty much done with moves. At least the major moves. Fouls it off. Check swing. He went too far. 1-2 count. So he struck him out. And so they tie the game, but that's all they get. But now they got to keep it tied. It'll be the top of the Mariner lineup. Arozareno, Raleigh, and Rodriguez due up. Wow. Okay. If the Tigers somehow win this game, they have a chance to go home to clinch an ALCS appearance for the first time since they went to the World Series and they faced the Giants. That was like 2012, I want to say, when they beat the A's. I'm glad I ended up streaming this game. Sheesh. All right. Oh, that's Ah, do 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 do. So Kyle Finnegan now pitching for the Tigers against the top of the Mariner lineup. Here's the 0-1 to Rosarena. Pitch. Ball. Just a reminder, if this game goes to extras, no ghost runner. It took a while for things to happen in the extras last night. Pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Pitch. Low. Ball. Pitch. Miss. Struck him out. One down. Now comes the MVP candidate, Cal Raleigh. Next Sunday, 1 o'clock, Cowboys, Panthers, Rams, Ravens, Seahawks, Jags, Cardinals, Colts, Titans, Raiders at 4. Ooh, some pretty good games. It's crazy. The Browns and Vikings game was one of the closest games of the freaking week. Aside from like the Titans game and a few others, yeah. Eagles lost too. Here's the pitch to Raleigh. The base, right field. Raleigh's gonna move that big fat dump truck of his into second base. And that's a 1-out double. Big fat dump truck. They don't call him Big Dumper for nothing. I don't know what the heck I was trying to say. I was trying to include his nickname, like, oh yeah, he's trying to move that big dumper of it, but it's like big truck. Pause. But there you go. 1-out double. Here's J Rod. Gotta be careful here. J Rod has been known to be clutch in these situations. A strikeout or pop out in a lineout. Base hit gives them the lead. Pitch from Finnegan. Give the Mariners the lead in the corner. J Rod will go to second, and the Mariners retake the lead. Place is bouncing right now. My goodness. That's tough. That's tough. Wow. Right? Here's the pitch. Oh my God, it's Polanco again. Polanco homers for a third time today. Outside. Two out of Polanco. Swing and a miss. That was a check swing. What's up, Sports Fury? How's that Bills Patriots game going? The heck, Aaron is the guts and glue of all that I love and all that I do. Where's we got a freaking Fury raid coming out here. We got a banger going on in Seattle right now. 3-2 Mariners. Bottom 8. Polanco up. We be raiding. Ooh. Hey, Broncos Country. Shout out to you for the subscription. Pitch. Blooper. And a lot of confusion. Nobody knows what to do. And we have runners on the corners. Still only one out. Oh, Pat's up 10-6. Sad game. Oh, that's tough. Allen just threw a pick. Tough. We slapped his bat in half. Oh. Like what the infielder is doing for the Tigers. We kind of like just crossed paths. But yeah, shout out to Sports Free. Look at the bat going all the way past the first base. Oh, look at the seats. Watch out. Hey, someone gets a free half of a bat. The moment the Jays struck out 3 Yanks in a row, the first, I knew they were doomed. Tough. It's tough. Shout out to Derek also for subscribing. We got a banger out here. Julio saying hello to the people at home. Hell yeah. A shout out to everybody on the raid. Shout out to Josh and Rocha and Sean watching Pats and Bills. And we got a $5 holla, how you doing? From Big Bros Breaks with a blue heart. Yeah. Here's Suarez. 0 for 3. Pitch from Finnegan. Outside ball 1. Yeah, the Yankees, they look sad today. Ugh. I knew the game was over when Vladdy hit that slam. I was like, yep, they're done. They're done. They're done. Here's the 1-0. Low ball 2. What's up, JR? Says I subscribe. See you later, dude. Peace out, yo. Enjoy the Bills Pats game. I'll probably jump over there once this thing's done. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 2-0. Ball 3. Oh my God, he's gonna load the bases. Oh, brother. Wait. Who's on deck? It isn't who I think it is it? No, seriously, who's on deck? I think it's not Naylor, is it? No, it's not. It can't be. Swing and a miss. Had the 3-0 green light. Came up empty. He wanted to freaking make it 6-2. But shout out to everybody on the raid. God to you _TV subscribe. Hey, shout out to you. 3-1 pinch. Toss it off. Team got eliminated for anyone wondering. I'm just watching this, just having some fun. If the Guardians were in this game, I'd be I'd be stressed as a mother trucker right now. I'd be a wreck. Pitch. And at third base, they're going to throw home. He's out by a mile. 2 down. What? Runners on first and second, 2 down. I'm going to properly acknowledge everybody that rated. Shout out to Sports Fury, as always, as they're going to have a pitching change. Perfect time to acknowledge the Raiders. Casey, Wilds, JR, Brother BKL, Dale, of course, Jacob, LA 42, Jets, Roach Entertain. Look at Jets trying to be different. Devin Agnes, 49 Savage, Matthew Overton, Asia. It's King Yuji, Elkhart, Pikachu. Pikachu's mother's in the chat. That's a good name. Pierre Bornelis. Regier says, go Detroit. Oh, Regier. Bobby Cox, Mary Calderon, Jordan McIntosh. Of course, my guy J-Dub. Broncos Country. Subscribed, of course. Gugus. Oh, my God. His name is Gugus, and he's got freaking Quagmire as the profile picture. Of course, not surprised. Derek, SA Mofo. Yeah, listen to SA Mofo. Hit that like and subscribe button, of course. Want y'all to beat the crap out of the like button, like like the Tigers. Well, no, like the Guardians beat the crap out of the Tigers in the regular season. Yeah. McFarlane, of course. Andy, Voodoo Booty. Oh, these names are great. Of course, shout out to Arn and Brandon, Derek. Who else? Alejandro. Mary Calderon, Derek. Of course, yeah. Big Bros with the $5 holla. And then JR. Shout out to y'all. Just picture those two. Like, we're going to go raid a good friend of ours. He's doing the Mariners and Tigers game. It's crazy, dog. Yeah. Oh, baby, baby. Oh, baby, baby. Yeah. Okay. So let's see here. As it's Herder now pitching against Josh Naylor. Freaking knew it. Of course, it's Josh Naylor. Of course, it's Joshy Naylor. Joshy. I'm gonna guess, Josh, you're gonna do a a ground out to first base. Watch him hit a nuke here. Pitch. Ooh, that's a strike. Yeah, shout out to everybody who subscribed. Shout out to everybody who rated. Man. And Naylor fouls it off. Julio got the big hit. Playoff Julio is something else. Here's the 0-2 to Herder. Outside. Did not bite that one. People actually would dab like this. They go. It's like, wow. Wow. Here's the pitch. Grounder to first, but foul. Yo, Josh, can you hit the ball anywhere but to first base? All this dude does is ground out to first base. Ah. All right, here we are. 1-2 count for Naylor. 0 for 3. The 2 pitch to Josh Naylor. Just throws bat at it. Bloops it into right field. Not even any trouble for Glaber. Makes the catch. And we go to the 9th. We'll see Andres Munoz against McKinstry, Baez, and Meadows. Oh boy, I'm so excited. So excited. And I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. Yeah. Top 9. Yeah, shout out to Josh and Sean and Rocha. They're over there doing the Bills and Patriots game. Like I said, I'm going to pop in there once this baby's over with. What's fantasy team's doing anyway? I haven't even checked. No, oh, I'm winning 2 of my leagues. Oh yeah, I'm winning 2 of my leagues. Oh, I got Pat Mahomes tomorrow in my 1 league. Okay, hell yeah. I got ETN tomorrow too. Yep. And then fantasy football is so much fun when you actually know what you're doing. Oh, it's 20 to. No way, freaking New England's winning. 20 to 10. New England's winning. That's crazy because they're the last undefeated team left. Freaking Philly lost earlier today. That's tough. All right. Let's look at the skies over Seattle. And it'll be Andres Munoz in top of the 9th. Looking to even this series up, going to Detroit on Tuesday. First pitch is a strike to McKinstry. Swing and a miss. Those who are just tuning in and you're wondering how did they score? 2 Jorge Polanco ding dongs made it 2-0. And then the Tigers scored 2. And then just what was the last inning? Mariners responded with a run of their own. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 down here in the top of the 9th. Julio Rodriguez got the Mariners the lead again. After a big dumper. Put one in right field. Got a double out of it. Julio would proceed to bring him home with a double of his own. And that's how we ended up here. Jorge and Julio. Nice. Swing and a miss. Munoz is disgusting. In a great way, of course. His pitches are filthy. They dirty. Rated R. Up. And let's see who's going to make the play. It's going to be Rivas, who came in as a defensive sub, I believe. 2 out. Tigers down to their final out, and it comes down to Parker Meadows. It's looking a lot like we're going to be going to Detroit for game 3 with a tied series. Essentially making this a best 2 out of 3. Pitch. Outside. What you don't want to have happen, you don't want to have Meadows get on, because then you have Glaber, who can hit, and of course Kerry Carpenter is looming as well. 0 for 3 is Meadows. Pitch from Munoz. Ball. I could just imagine Tigers fans going from pure sadness to like pure adulation, like, oh my God, we tied it. Oh, and then it's like, and then they're losing again. Swing and a miss. From sadness to happiness, right back down to sadness. You can't even win the Skubal start. That's tough. Swing and a miss, not even close. Down to their final strike. We will be going, they'll be in Detroit on Tuesday for game 3, 3 p.m. I'll be live. You damn right I will be. Fouls it off, stays alive. It's going to be a best of 3, best 2 out of 3 now. Here's the 2-2. Fouls it off again, stays alive. Mariners fans, they're eager, they're ready to celebrate. Tigers fans are hoping for a big hit from Parker Meadows, who, remember, was the leadoff hitter against the Guardians for the majority of that series, if not the entire series. Then they made a little switch up, put Glaber in the leadoff hole. Fouls it off, barely, man. Oh, God. So close. Just barely got a piece of the bat on the ball. Yeah, just he got a piece of it. Pitch. Inside, full count. I swear, if the Tigers tie this game up, oh my God. Down to their final strike. Payoff pitch. Bouncer to first. The flip. And they got it. And the ball game is over. And the series is now tied at 1, heading to Detroit for game 3. Jack Flaherty against Gilbert, 3 p.m. Should be a banger. And of course, like I said, I'll be live for it, because that's what I am. I'm a lunatic. This is a fun series. This series could honestly go all 5, but we'll see. Those 2 games in Detroit are going to be huge, because whoever wins game 3, you're in the driver's seat. You can win the series in game 4. It's only a best of 5. There we go. Okay, let's go through the I'm heading out. In fact, let me turn it to Sunday Night Football just to see what's going on. I'm not doing bonus coverage. I'm a dip once I read the stats. 20-10, 9:58 to go. Buffalo is losing. All right. Wow. All right. So the win goes to Brash. He's 1-0 with a 5.40 ERA. Finnegan takes the loss. He's 1-1 with a 1.93 ERA. And Munoz gets his first save of the playoffs. As far as the starters, of course, Skubal, 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 9 Ks, 2 homers to Polanco, 1.84 ERA. Castillo was phenomenal, except for the walks. 4 and 2/3 innings, 1 hit, 4 walks, 3 Ks, 0 ERA. So, good stuff by the Mariners. They now tie this series up. And it's going to get interesting in Detroit. That's for sure. So, shout out to everybody who came through on the raid today. And I'm going to head out. I'm going to go jump in that Sports Fury stream and we're going to have some fun. I join this stream. Watch the Bills come back and win. Because that's what they do. So, yeah, I'm going to wrap this up. And have a good rest of your night. If I don't see you in the Sports Fury stream. And see you guys later. I'm Crazy Dog. See you guys tomorrow night. Or tomorrow for Dodgers and Phillies. Game 2. And then I'll be live on Tuesday, 3 o'clock for Tigers and Mariners. Possibly even I might even go live for Yankees and Blue Jays. But we'll see though. Touchdown Bills. How about that? We're going to end it with that. So I'll see you guys later. I'm out. Bye-bye. Yeah.